Hey everybody, Rob here at Final Third Cigar.
And I'm Isaiah.
And today we are doing our Final Third Friday pairing with the Laranja Reserva in the Corona size.
And we're pairing that with our Final Third Rye Old Fashioned. And in this Old Fashioned, it's our typical house Rye Old Fashioned. We use High West Double Rye. So it's High West Double Rye, Angostura bitters, orange bitters, simple, and a little bit of Luxardo cherry. So
yes, sir.
It's a fairly common old-fashioned recipe, nothing crazy, but this cigar pairs extremely well with it.
Yeah, when you first get the cold draw on this, it's a lot of hay.
Yeah.
Not a lot of really complexities to it other than just like a sweet hay.
Yeah.
I don't think I get anything else to you.
There might be a light bread, like Wonder Bread. I'm thinking like you just opened a bag of Wonder Bread.
I can see that.
But that's about it for me.
I've had 5 cigars today, so I don't know for sure. But
Gotcha.
I know what this cigar is, and I'm sure it's going to be absolutely magical.
Yeah. This is my first cigar since Sunday, so.
Wow. Slacker.
I know. I don't normally smoke through the week, though.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't normally not smoke during the week.
Yeah, well, because you're here all week. I mean, I'll smoke in my car if I'm got to drive to go see the girlfriend or whatever, but I just didn't this week.
Yeah.
Just giving myself a break.
Not a bad thing for your palate.
No.
And that's actually a good point. When you're smoking cigars, you know, if you smoke a lot of cigars, every once in a while, just give your palate a break. It brings the flavors all right back.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like anything. If you overwhelm your palate constantly with something, you just lose all your sense of taste and everything else. So
Absolutely.
it's definitely worth doing.
There's always a need for a palate rest, and I don't know, it just resets your palate. That's for sure. Oh my goodness. So right off the light with this, there's a toast, a very light spice on the retrohale, and there is a citrus E note.
Yep, a light citrus note right now.
Yeah.
Which I will say kind of picks up a little bit after the first couple puffs, but you still get it right off the initial puff, which is nice.
Yeah. And we're coming to you from the Final Third Cigar Garden.
Yes, sir.
I think we're technically still open right now, but the
ladies for a little while.
Ladies are taking care of it tonight. So we're out here recording.
It's absolutely beautiful.
It really is.
Middle of August, and it feels great out here. Yeah. Well, full disclosure, we recorded this a few days ago.
Yeah.
And just had some issues with the audio and video kind of lining up, so we decided to go ahead and put another one together just because that's who we are.
I suppose it is.
I guess
we just got guilted into it by Nick.
That's part of it, too. So...
He was so sad when I texted him this morning. I was like, hey, man, we're not going to have one. He really guilted me into it. So here we are.
It's their anniversary this week, so...
Yeah, him and Gator's 30th anniversary of marriage.
Yeah, they're such a sweet couple.
Yeah.
I think they're living in sin, though.
I think so.
Well, I mean, is Jeff the big spoon or is Nick the big spoon?
I don't know, either one. I think they're both pretty large spoons.
They do a lot of spooning, I'm telling you right now.
Yeah. They're both decent-sized spoons.
They are good spoons. Soup spoons.
Soup spoons.
Soup spoons.
Ladles, practically.
Oh, wow. Wow. I wouldn't have gone there, Nick. I'm just saying.
I went there. It's okay.
Yeah, this thing's nice. It's the retrohale on it right now, and like I said, we just got lit up. But the retrohale is actually getting a little bit more spice to it.
Yeah.
Not like a black pepper strong or a red pepper strong, just enough of the pepper that you know it's there. It's not going to light your senses up, but it's really nice.
Well, it turns the final third Rye Old Fashioned to almost it pulls out the bitters notes in it, and it also pulls out that cherry.
Yeah. Yeah, and I went from sip to smoke, and it did the same thing both ways. It gives you, you're pulling more of the bitters, and you're pulling some of that cherry, but you're not getting the sweetness that you normally get from the simple.
Yeah.
But also, this is with a rye. So the Rye Old Fashioned is going to have a little bit more spice to it, and it's just a little bit more well-rounded if you're wanting something to have a little more of a pop.
Absolutely.
Where the Bourbon Old Fashions seem to be just a little bit sweeter.
Yeah. Wow. So how was ladies' night tonight at the
Scott
show?
Johnston.
Scott Johnston. Here's to you.
It was a little slow tonight on the ladies' night. We just sent out the invite to everybody this week, and just try to get people's interest in it. Again, we're gonna have ladies' nights on Wednesday nights, and Lisa and Tam are excited to meet more women that love smoking cigars, drinking drinks, or just hanging out and conversing over what we love to do.
Absolutely.
So I think over the next couple months, it should start picking up, and we'll get a lot more women out here that actually enjoy this, because we have a pretty large base of women that come here anyway.
Yeah.
So to offer them a night where they can just come and hang out together and not just come with their significant other is actually a nice thing, because the guys get to come together all the time.
Oh, yeah.
The women don't always get to come out here together. So
Absolutely.
we're going to definitely do that as much as we possibly can.
100%. So on this cigar, after drinking, it makes the cigar a ton sweeter for me.
It does. It does.
But it makes the drink drier
It does.
as far as sweetness, which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's wonderful.
Yeah, I'd say the on the cigar alone, that citrusy note's a little bit more prevalent. The bready note, the almost a nuttiness, but not like a specific nut. I mean, maybe like a cashew type thing, just a very light nut, not
On the palate or on the retro ale?
on the palate.
Okay.
Just how it's sitting on the tongue, but not real prevalent. But there's a little bit of nuttiness, but nothing powerful. Not like a black walnut or anything like that.
Yeah. And I'm finally getting to the point where what we talked about a couple days ago, where the breadiness turned into sourdough.
Oh yeah.
It is definitely a sourdough breadiness at this point.
Yeah, and going from the cigar to the drink, it knocks down on the drink itself. It knocks down a lot of the sweetness.
Yeah.
And you get a little bit of the rye of the rye whiskey.
Yeah.
You get the bitters are still in there, and I'm still tasting the cherries, but I'm not getting the overall sweetness of the cocktail.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Not gonna lie, a little while ago I walked out here and I was a little worried recording out here.
Yeah.
The crickets were going crazy.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, oh, this ought to be fun, but
it's
actually
just
they kind
it's
of
just
died down.
Music.
Mood music, that's right.
Mood music.
Yep.
Yeah. So right on the cigar, I'm getting a lot of that sourdough note, and the cherries carrying over for me.
Yeah.
So that's really nice.
I agree. Well, and on this cigar, so this cigar is actually made up of a blend of a Brazilian wrapper with Nicaraguan binder and fillers, sitting in the medium strength range. So anybody can smoke the cigar and enjoy it. It pairs up nicely with a lot of things. This cigar actually pairs up nicely with a sour beer or an IPA.
Tequila.
But also, tequila pulls in nicely with cocktails, but also holds up nice with a bourbon. So it's one of those cigars you can really drink with or smoke with about anything you drink.
Absolutely.
And it's really nice. And again, we're smoking the Corona size, so a little smaller size. I love this Corona.
Yeah, me too.
I love the Kayaksta as well, but this one here, I smoke this quite a bit.
Yeah.
To the detriment of our box supply.
It's okay.
It's all good.
This isn't a limited size, is it?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it'll be
Nope.
fine then.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. It's fine. I'm fine.
So how's your week been?
Oh man, it's been something else. So,
Yeah.
You know, just work stuff, rocking, I guess, trying to go through it. Ready for a weekend, that's for sure. So
It's coming up eventually.
it is. Yeah. I was hanging out at a friend's house tonight. We were building pedals, which was kind of fun.
Oh yeah.
Like effects pedals for guitar. Just
Yeah, and
kinda-
if you haven't
nerdy.
figured it out yet, Isaiah's a musician too.
yeah.
So he's definitely into all the musical stuff that I have no clue about.
That's actually my main thing. So
You do it well. Eventually, he's going to have a intro for us with all
yeah,
his musical talents.
eventually. I'll
Gotta
get there.
some lyrics written. I'll write the lyrics. You write the song.
You gonna write the lyrics? I was just thinking, it was funny. I forget what I was watching the other day, but he was joking around about everybody's like intro songs being like Ice Road Truckers. He was like, dude, they're just all so intense.
I'm thinking we do something like, final third, party time, excellent. How's that? I've never heard that before.
That
anywhere.
is, yeah, that's rough.
Yeah. You don't even know
That's
what that's
rough.
from, do you?
No, I don't have a clue.
Wayne's World.
Okay, I haven't seen
Oh,
Wayne's
you
World.
gotta watch Wayne's World.
Yeah.
Bob and Doug McKenzie. Wait, no. That's not Bob and Doug McKenzie. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Michael Myers, Dana Carvey. Some of their man.
Yeah, you're old,
That's what
Rob.
pays when you're 24 years
You're
old.
old.
Wait, you're 23 years old. Dang.
Yeah, even
It's
younger
even
than
worse.
that.
Wow. Yeah, you gotta go. Your homework for this week is to go home and watch
Go
Wayne's
home
World.
and watch Wayne's World.
It's dumb comedy. You'll love it.
Okay,
You
I
will love
probably
it.
will.
Oh, you will.
I love dumb comedy.
You'll love it.
One of
dude.
my all-time favorite movies is Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, you'll love Wayne's World.
Yeah.
Go home and watch it tonight.
I probably will after I finish doing this for Nick.
Yeah. We love you, Nick.
We love you, Nick. So much that I'm going to stay up late and do this just
Yeah,
for you, baby
Just for
girl.
you.
So, yeah, I've already said it. We're out on the patio. It is a beautiful August night. It's got to be around 70.
Yeah, no more than 70. Right at 70.
And with the fans running, heck, it feels like a cool 68.
It does, and it's low humidity tonight. Yeah, you can't beat this weather.
Yeah.
Almost we're kind of disappointed the fact that winter's coming because this is just so beautiful.
Yeah, this is nice. I am looking forward to the fall and being able to hang out here in a hoodie. Like, that is my...
Yeah, but isn't it nice to be sitting here in t-shirt and shorts and relaxing?
It is, but...
Not boxer shorts.
Not boxer
shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The nice thing about a hoodie is you get an excuse to, like, wear soft things. You know? It's very comfortable.
Hits your soft side, doesn't it?
It does.
Nice.
Yeah.
Makes you
Real
feel pretty.
Big softy.
Big pretty.
Big pretty boy
Big
over
pretty
here.
boy. Well, I mean, pretty boys do name their big badass dog Kitty.
Yes.
I mean, come on. So when you wake up in the morning, do you wake up and go, "Hello, Kitty"?
I say, Kitty, come. That's what I have to do.
That has all kinds of connotations, my friend.
Ooh, that's normally I don't wake my dog up and say, "Good morning, Kitty. How are you today?"
It's hello, Kitty.
Hello, kitten.
Hello, Kitty.
My brother calls him kitten all the time, and he'll answer to that too.
Well, dogs just. It's so funny. Dogs just answer to the happy voice that comes to them. They're like, "Oh, I'm getting ready to get a treat or something."
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna let me out.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Lisa will sit and talk to Ellie, and she'll just talk to her normal, and she just like sits there, and then she'll talk in her high pitched voice, and all of a sudden Ellie's like, "Oh, I'm getting ready to do something special. Let's go, let's go!" And she
Yeah.
starts hopping around.
Oh yeah, they don't care.
Dogs are great. Get anything different on the cigar right now?
Not really. The spice is kicking up for me.
Yeah.
And on the retro hail quite a bit, but it is still that sourdoughy note, and it is more cherry than it is citrus for me right now after I've had some of the old fashioned.
some reason I'm retrohaling really deep tonight.
Yeah.
I am getting there's a different spice, and I don't know if that's from smoking 5 cigars a day or what, 6 cigars, whatever it was. There's a little bit more of a spice kind of just all around the mouth right now. It's like it wants to be black pepper, but it's not quite black pepper.
No, I could see that totally.
I like it. I like it a lot. I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to taste this cigar, but it's actually pulling through really nicely right now.
Yeah. Oh, and there's almost a like a pastry note in there for me, but it's not like it sounds terrible, but it's kind of like a gas station muffin, like that sort of like
an Otis Spunkmeyer.
Yeah.
It's
Just
just
that
a high class gas station muffin.
Yes, yeah. What cigars did you smoke today? What blew you away? I know the Crown Heads guy came by.
Yeah. I can't even pronounce. I've asked Jake a couple of different times on how to pronounce it, and he said it. I can't remember, but Le Patisseur or Le Patisseur or something like
Yeah.
that. That was a good cigar. Which actually, you gave me one of those too.
No, you told me you didn't want one, so I just bought a bunch for myself. I was gonna
No,
give
you gave me one because I've got one back there already, and then Jay gave it to me. I didn't think I had one.
Really?
And I smoked it today, and I have 2 for some reason.
Huh?
So I assume it was from you because I don't have any other place. Unless I got it from Jake before last time and I forgot.
Could have, because I picked him up in Nashville because you said you weren't interested in that one for whatever reason, but you wanted this Fumato and C Major, which was
I did smoke that one today.
yeah.
That was actually a really tasty cigar.
Yeah, sadly it was PCA only, and
PCA, yeah, I won't be able to get them,
No.
but it was actually a pretty good cigar too.
I mean it is a start of your day sort of stick, but it is.
But it had more spice and strength to it than I was expecting.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
The spice on it, really on the retrohale, was pretty strong.
Yeah.
I was expecting it to be really mild,
Yeah.
but it really wasn't. I would say it's probably a medium, solid medium.
Yeah.
But the actual retrohale was more of a medium full for me, at least halfway through the cigar, at least.
Yeah. I really enjoyed that cigar. I don't know. When I went to Nashville last week, I sat there at Smoker's Abbey one night. Shout out to Smoker's Abbey, though no one even cares. Over there in East Nashville.
Got to get down there. I can't wait to get down there.
Over on Gallatin Avenue. The best shop, apart from Final Third Cigar and Whiskey Lounge.
Best shop in
located-
Nashville.
Best shop it is the best shop in Nashville.
There you go. Best shop in Tennessee. How about we go there?
Probably.
Let's do that.
Yeah, I haven't been to all the shops in
I've
Tennessee.
not been to any shops in Tennessee, so I can't say anything.
Yeah, I can't really say that, but Smoker's Abbey has a nice place in my heart. I literally sat there that night and smoked through all of the new Crown Heads releases and enjoyed them all quite a bit. The Sfumato and C Major, the Le Patassier or whatever it is, and then the Osner.
Osner. Yeah, that's a good cigar. That Bosphorus.
Yeah, the Bosphorus by Osner.
Good cigar.
So good.
It is very good. I'll maybe be working on getting more of the crowned heads in here. And this is always fun because I know how much people that watch videos hate this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But hey, guys, I got something really fun to tell you later on that I can't tell you on the air.
Oh, okay. You give me some goodies?
I'll give you some goodies. I got some good information.
Amen.
Ha.
My man.
But yeah, so I mean,
Did you give me a church hat?
No. Jake had one, and it was his, and he kept trying to give it to me. I'm like, I'm not taking your only hat, dude. You look too good in it. So we'll try to get him eventually. If you haven't seen the new Crowned Heads hats, they're fantastic. It's got the Crowned Head CH, and it just says church. On the side, it says Mother Church.
So
Awesome.
I need to see if they have them on their website because I'm going to order one.
Yeah. I thought we had some, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we will.
I've got too many hats right now anyway.
I mean, that being said, Crown Heads has some of the dopest hats.
Mm-hmm.
I got, oh, heck yeah.
Got them on order? You can order them?
Yeah, I'm going to add one to my cart.
How much are they? 30?
30.
Yeah.
which is a tad bit steep, but it's not bad.
But for those hats, I mean, I get it.
Did you see the Mildias Racing Team ones?
Oh, that's fantastic.
It looked like Marlboro.
It's awesome.
I thought about getting one of those. I don't know if you could even see that on the thing,
awesome.
but they literally look like Marlboro red packets.
That's great.
But they say Mildias, which is one of my favorite cigars.
But your favorite hat of all time is still... Come on, of the crowned heads, what was your favorite you never got that you've been wanting for so bad?
Oh, my gosh. The Krispy Kreme hat.
Yep.
I will forever remember the day that I did not get that hat. It was literally a Krispy Kreme trucker-style hat. Literally looks like an OG Krispy Kreme hat, but it just said Crown Heads on it instead of Krispy Kreme. In the Krispy Kreme font and everything.
So I will say, anybody out there that happens to come across this video that has one,
I'll pay you $45.
Bring one into him. We'll make sure you get some cigars to cover it for him.
Yeah.
He absolutely loves that hat. And he's got a big freaking noggin, so some of those big hats actually fit his head where they don't fit mine. So
yeah, if you got one of those hats, I will either pay you outright for it. You know what? I'll give you $50 for it, or I'll give you some good sticks. I'll give you Crown Heads limited edition stuff for that hat.
Can't beat that.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yes, all of you.
Please bring me that Krispy Kreme hat.
By the way, are you sponsored by Carhartt? Because you wear a lot of Carhartt.
No, you know what this is? This is Meijer. I work next to Meijer.
Oh, that's true.
And so I just buy all my clothes from Meijer. Literally all my pants come from Meijer. These shorts came from Meijer. My socks came from Meijer.
Meijer with that shirts we've given you here. Pretty much. Nice.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to help out a young struggling pastor over here who needs some clothes, send him some swag.
I mean, honestly,
what size do you wear, man, shirt-wise?
Oh, I'm a 2X.
2X. So send some 2X
so
stuff.
Here's the deal. It looks like I'm always in a black shirt, and my girlfriend was asking me the other day. She said, so do you, like, just wear the same black shirt all the time? I did all my laundry the other day. I found 9 black shirts.
Dude, I got more than that. You know why black shirts are great?
Because they go with everything.
It doesn't make you look near as fat.
Well, that's true as well.
That's why I wear black.
Yeah.
This is a gray shirt.
No, I'm talking
it's
9
a little bit, but
black Carhartt shirts. Literally the same black Carhartt.
Dude, I want to see you wear some like the overalls that are shorts, the Carhartt short overalls. I want to see you wearing those.
My friend Nate has those.
Well, he should.
And I kind of want them.
You should get those.
They're $140.
You get one strap hanging off your shoulder.
Yeah.
You look all sexy with your Carhartt.
I'd have to grow some chest hair before I go.
Grow some face hair, man.
I got to do that too, but
gosh,
it's not coming anytime soon.
You got to start letting it go.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Let it go.
You should. When are you going to grow? I mean, come on. People now have the stickers. The final third barrel pick from Starlight. And A-Team sticker.
That's another thing. That's another thing we should address. If you want that bottle, please go on the Indiana Bourbon Club Facebook page. Join the group. It'll either be Cole or I that approves your membership.
Yep.
There's a post in there about how to get a final third bottle.
It's absolutely delicious.
It is stellar. If I had the money to buy more, I totally would. But I actually have... I am coming up on 60 Starlight bottles at my house. Yeah.
About 40.
Yeah,
That's your fault.
I'm a single guy with a dog.
I know.
What am I going to do with 60?
On a pastor's salary.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I get it. I get it, man.
Yeah.
I get it.
So I need to slow down my whiskey buying. That being said, I bought 6 new bottles this month.
Oh, yeah? What'd you get?
So one of them, which I'm pretty excited about, was a Frugal McDougal and Dad's Drinking Bourbon pick, which is a podcast.
Yeah.
I don't listen to their podcast, but they do good picks.
I've seen it before.
Not saying there's anything wrong with it. I literally don't think I've listened to an episode of their podcast.
There's only so much time in the day, man.
Yeah. But they did a pick of Blue Note Juke Joint Uncut that I got, and I love those Blue Note Juke Joint picks. So anytime I'm in Tennessee, I'll end up picking up a bottle or two of those, just because it is literally a $40 to $50 bottle that hits my palate every time. They're normally 123 proof or higher, so proof hound over here.
Heck yeah.
I'll bring you some.
I know you will.
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
you will.
yeah. It might find its way in my backpack on Friday.
And I will say one thing, too, on the Indiana Bourbon Club. If you're not a part of the club, join it, because there's going to be an incredible gathering out at Cole's house, which Cole's the one that started the club. Isaiah is an administrator on the club as well.
Yeah.
They're having it out at his house. The last one was absolutely
a
blast. I mean, we had probably 150 bottles that people brought and shared.
Yeah, I was legitimately surprised that picnic table didn't collapse that day.
Exactly. But the cool thing is, a lot of the members of this club, they don't just bring
Wild Turkey
junk.
101.
Which is fine. It's
good.
Yeah,
but everybody's
people are
tasted
bringing
that.
something special. Everyone brings a special bottle, and you get to try some really amazing special bottles. I mean, I know Lisa had a couple that have become a couple of her favorites. True Blue from Balcones.
Yeah.
Cask Strength Blue Corn Whiskey out of Texas.
Stellar.
One of her favorite bourbons of all time. That's where she tried it, and now she has some, thanks to Alan Hill.
Yeah. Thanks for hooking her up.
Absolutely. She's loving that bottle. I see her going back there and grabbing her little nip of it every so often, and she's loving it. But you'll find that you'll get to try things you may have never seen or you've never been able to get your hands on.
Absolutely.
And but again, join the club, be a part of it. It is actually a very non-pretentious club. Everybody's there for the same reason.
And here's the deal.
Bourbon.
That picnic table full of bourbon was so good that there was a bottle of Blanton's that didn't get opened.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And
nothing against Blanton's.
Nothing against Blanton's, but again,
it was such a good table that nobody even popped into that one.
No. Just join. Just be a part of it, because it's going to. And the next gathering is September the 4th. So make sure you get in there quickly and join it. Come out there and hang out. It is an absolute fun time. You get to hang out with people who love the same things you do. Bring cigars, bring some bourbon to share, and just sit and relax and enjoy the night. It's going to be a great time.
Yeah, I mean, and really when we say join the club, it literally means join the Facebook group, and that's all it is for you to be part of the club. Yeah, just
go like the page, and you're a part of the group.
Yeah.
I mean, it's that simple.
Yep. There's
no fees, nothing to it.
Yeah, just join it. It's a good old boys bourbon club.
Good old boys, but there's a lot of girls, too.
There are.
I mean, there are a lot of women that are a part of the club.
Quite a few girls.
So, again, if you're a couple that loves bourbon together, this is perfect for you guys, because you're going to get, because, I mean, there's very seldom that couples enjoy the same thing. You're both going to find some stuff that absolutely blows your palate away. So, see you, JC. See you, Gary. Have a good night, guys.
See you guys.
Yeah, you guys be careful. Hey, drive safe. Whoa, slow down, buddy. See you guys. We're just now starting to close down here at Final Third Cigar and Whiskey Lounge.
180s, Broadway, Ingalls, Indiana, finalthirdcigar.com.
Exactly.
But speaking of the club, one pick I hadn't tried until Sunday, which was the release party, was the Koval Rye pick.
Oh, that was delicious. I was way more impressed than I was expected to be on that pick.
Me as well. Nothing against Koval. I just hadn't had any before. And that rye pick is actually special.
It is, and that's another one. If you join the club and get on the Facebook page, you can still buy bottles of that, because he still has a few bottles available. And the cool thing is, if you're from Indianapolis area and Cole lives out in Markovo, which is east of Pendleton, if you decide you buy a bottle and you want to pick it up here at the Final Third Cigar and Whiskey Lounge, Ingalls, Indiana, you can come by here and get your bottle. So just hit him up, pay for the bottle. It's $75. Both of them are $75 a bottle, I believe.
I think the Koval's cheaper.
Okay. So either way, you'll see it. But they're both on the page. You can buy them. You can pick them up here. Both of them have incredible stickers you add to the bottle if you want to.
Yeah.
Um,
The Koval bottle is the Koval office.
the Koval office. It's basically just the
Oval office.
the Oval Office with a big bottle of bourbon as your head.
Yup.
It's awesome. And then our pick is the A team.
Yeah.
And each one of us is one member of the A team.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you can't tell, this is BA right here.
BA.
Tell you what, Isaiah looks badass with a mohawk and a beard.
Yeah.
And that's why I keep telling him he needs to grow the beard because the
You gotta
beard
do
looks
it.
fantastic on him.
We'll figure it out.
You'll get it. You'll get it. One of these days you'll
One of
grow
these
into your
days I'll
beard.
grow up.
You will. You will. You got time.
Yeah.
I did have a full beard when I was in senior in high school.
That just
let you know.
means you'll be balding next year.
Dude, I'm still waiting. I haven't got there yet. I'm 53.
Yeah.
Just saying. I still don't have a gray hair on my head, but I got all this is gray.
Yeah.
Just saying, man.
Yeah, not everybody can be that lucky.
Not everybody is as beautiful as I am. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Not everybody.
Speaking-
Scott Johnston.
Scott Johnson.
Cheers.
Cheers. I'm out of
Oh man, you want a little bit more? Sip on. I've been drinking all day, so.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, exactly.
Scott Johnston.
See you guys. Have a good night.
See you guys.
What's nice about this cigar is I'm, I guess, almost approaching the final third. Really, still in the second third. You're about the same.
Yeah.
I'm still getting a lot of the similar notes. I'm getting the sourdough toast is almost getting to a little bit more of a not like a heavy rye toast, but a little bit more of the rye.
Yeah.
Still getting a little bit of citrusy.
Yeah.
Not a ton. When you get it with the cocktail, you definitely get citrusy, and obviously this has an orange peel in it, so you're going to get a little bit of that orangey note.
Absolutely.
It plays nice.
Mm-hmm. Sure does.
So it's Wednesday night.
Wednesday night.
What's your rest of your week look like?
Tomorrow I got a day packed at the church, got meetings, and then I got rehearsal tomorrow evening with the worship team, and then that basically eats up my evening on Thursday. And
So any interesting things happen at the church this week that you want to air out or
no,
not?
absolutely
No,
not.
gotcha.
No.
Gotcha.
And you're dirty for that.
I'm a dick, right?
Yeah, you are. And then, Friday, I'm free all day until I come in the shop here. Then Saturday, you'll be able to see me all day long.
Heck yeah. Good deal.
Heck yeah. Good deal indeed.
Good deal indeed.
In word and indeed. Did you see that post I sent you on Instagram? There was a certain cigar club
I saw it and I laughed.
that was
And you
taking-
said it ruined the Penelope barrels. So was that cigar the half cookie? Or what was the
was
cigar?
Minnesota Fats.
Gotcha. Okay. Which actually is made Blackbird.
Yeah, that was a
Great cigar.
It was stellar cigar.
Very good cigar. That's kind of I'll be interested to see what it turns out like because Penelope's
What do you mean you're
juice-
gonna see if you'll be interested?
I won't be able to get it. I know, but someone might be able to bring me one.
You got more connections than I do. Probably just email the guy and he'll be like, "Oh yeah, if I can get this."
I will say though, I like Blackbird's regular line more so than some of those special ones he did for the club. But
So was that
the one I
was that
loved-
one a special one just for the club?
I think it was.
That was a
because the
stellar
vents.
stick.
The
Yeah.
vents was incredible. I still have 3 or 4 of those Vinces left, and I love that cigar.
At this point, if you're into the cigar world, you know who we're talking about already. But yeah, took these cigars made by Blackbird. Absolutely delicious cigars. I probably would have bought a box of them if they were offered.
Yeah.
And put them in Penelope barrels to age. And
Who knows?
it could be good. but it could also just be another decent cigar that was infused with
Whiskey.
bourbon.
And that's the thing. It depends on how
And
they did
Penelope's
it.
all MGP,
It is.
and it is that. And I
There's
actually
nothing wrong
love
with that.
Penelope. Actually, at the last Indiana Bourbon Club bottle share, that Architect,
Oh, amazing.
stellar,
Brandon
stellar,
brought
stellar,
that.
stellar. Oh my gosh!
It was very good. And that's the thing, you know, we're getting to the time where everyone, at least most people that are a part of the bourbon culture now, understand that every small distillery has to source their juice from somewhere. And bottom line is MGP makes more juice than most people,
Yeah,
if not everybody.
yeah.
And if
the
that-
only person who's coming up on their tails is Bardstown Bourbon Company.
Exactly. So, I mean, you have your choice of the two. There are some pretty amazing barrels that come out of the MGP plant, and
absolutely.
So, I mean, like Moondrops down the road, they're getting their stuff right now from there, but they also have their own whiskey aging already, and it's already hit the 1 year mark. But they're not releasing it until 4 to 5 years.
Yeah,
Good on them. I think that's great, but you have to obviously, as a distillery opening up, you have to put out some whiskey.
well,
to
I
get
had
any
a
kind of a
guy
crowd.
in the shop. It was a couple of weekends ago. He was like, "So how's that Moondrops?" I said, "Oh, it's good. It's MGP." He said, "It's MGP. Why is that?" I said, "Because you can't just piss out aged whiskey."
Yeah.
He said, "Well, why would you even put one out?" I said, "Because as soon as if you're only known for your white spirits, when you put out your whiskey, the market's already made up their mind about you.
Yeah.
You're just a vodka maker. You're a moonshine maker." And
You've seen that
like
in
it or
many
not.
distilleries around.
Yeah, like it or not, if you're going to start up, you better start up with a whiskey if you're going to eventually do that, because all the whiskey guys will have already made their judgment. Oh, they just make gin over there. They're not going to be any good for that.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think that's what hurt like Hotel Tango. People don't give their whiskey the time of day because they rolled out all their white spirits originally and waited until they had their aged product, which actually those reserve bourbons are stellar.
Yeah, you get a barrel pick from Hotel Tango. It's actually good, which I have a bottle.
Yeah.
It's a barrel pick at home. I'll have to bring it in and let you try it.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I enjoy it.
I'm not a big fan of their blended barrels that they just put out on the shelves as their regular whiskey.
It's not my favorite, but
It's
it would
okay.
It would be a good mixing whiskey.
It would be.
And
It would be.
honestly, there's nothing offensive about it.
No.
Is it my everyday sipper? I don't think so, but for what it is, I think it's a good product.
Well, I mean, look at Hard Truth. Hello. There until this year,
You all right?
that one went a little deep.
Yeah.
Until this year, I think this year the first of their whiskeys came out that I actually loved, and that was the Hard Truth Sweet Mash Rye.
Yeah.
Stellar rye. Everything up to that point, I was just not a big fan of. But they got to the point where they're finally starting to put out some really good whiskey, and they've been known for a lot of their other spirits.
Yeah, I mean, but that being said, their Indiana rye that they had before that, which was the MGP rye, it was the low rye mash bill from MGP. Actually, a good bottle.
Was it?
Yeah. And was
What's
it any?
the name of that one? Do you remember?
I think it's just the Hard Truth Indiana rye.
Okay. I don't think I ever had that.
It's in a taller bottle with a brown label.
Like a wine bottle type?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nothing that's going to blow you out of the water, but it's a solid MGP rye. And I think it was at 100 proof. It was a 4-year. I think it was bottled in bond, but I don't know that for sure.
Okay.
But that was a stellar product, and they did that as a predecessor to their Hard Truth Sweet Mash Rye.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to do that.
Yeah,
You've got to
absolutely.
warm up the market, and you've got to make yourself known for that.
Well, I mean, look at Starlight, for example. I mean, Starlight's first bottles that they put out of whiskey in the wine bottles wasn't that good. I mean, it was okay.
Have you
was
tried the
decent
one
whiskey.
I've got?
I haven't.
Oh, okay.
I've got one that I found at a liquor store locally here that was the original ones they put
Oh, yeah?
out. It was okay.
Yeah.
Not offensive. It was their own juice. It was young. It was okay. But the stuff they're doing now is insane. And I think that for them starting the whole finishing game has changed their entire distillate process there.
Yeah.
And I mean, just talking to Jason up at Old 55, which, by the way, Old 55 is freaking amazing. If you haven't had their stuff, we were just talking today, which you don't know this yet, but we Cole and I were just talking to Jason today, and we're working out to have a barrel pick with 2 barrel picks the same day with the club and with
Absolutely.
us.
Yeah, that'd be
we're
awesome.
Going to actually have 2 barrels picked that day, and that's coming up this fall.
Okay.
So maybe October-ish. So our next barrel pick will likely be an Old 55 pick.
Awesome.
Which I'm excited about.
Yeah.
But if you've ever had Old 55's barrel picks, they're stellar.
Absolutely.
Their regular stuff is great, but their barrel picks just kind of take it up a notch. And even if it's just the bourbon, I mean, obviously they do the sweet corn, which they're kind of becoming, infamous for the whole sweet corn bourbon thing, which we have here at Final Third, by the way. We have the sweet corn
bottled and bond,
which
delicious.
is absolutely delicious.
It is a pricier pour, but it's totally worth it.
It is. But, I mean, it's still a $170 bottle.
Yeah.
If you go to the cask strength, which you can only get occasionally at the distillery, which I think he's out of it now. Yeah. $300 a bottle.
Yeah.
And it's one of the first bottles I looked at and said, all day long, $300 any day of the week, I will pay that because it's that special.
It is that good.
But I will say the bottle and bond, $170 all day long.
Yeah.
It's that good. So if you want to get in here and try it, we have it. We've got a case of it. Well, we've actually sold a bottle and a half of it already, but it'll be gone soon, I think, too.
I think so. The funny thing about Old 55 was that was my first barrel pick ever, and I had never had anything from Old 55. And I was looking them up on YouTube, couldn't find anything about them, couldn't find much out, and I went there not expecting much, and ended up walking away thinking, this is one of the best bourbons I've ever had in my entire life.
Yeah. Well, and I don't know about you, but I walked in there, and we just went there last Monday.
Yeah.
And met Jason for the first time, and he showed us. You walk in, you're like, nice little small distillery, great. And you walk in there and you start talking to Jason, you realize, I thought I knew a lot about bourbon until I started talking to him, and I'm like, oh my God, all I got was education for 3 hours long.
Yeah.
And the dude knows everything about the entire industry, everything about what he's doing. They're integrated to the point where basically it's him doing the distillation. His dad does all the growing of all the crops, and his grandpa does the elevator. So it's like Jason buys the corn from his dad. His dad buys or pays into the elevator to get everything processed, and he goes right back to the distillery. It's totally integrated.
Yeah.
So it all goes back into the family.
It
business.
is as
it's amazing process.
grain to glass as you can get.
It is.
Like,
it is.
Starlight is fairly grain to glass, but they are not nearly as much as what Old 55 is, and that's because Starlight's got to source some grains for their mash bills. But
well, and if you get to talking to Jason too, what's kind of cool is every big distillery you've ever heard of in Kentucky has come up here and said, we want to buy you.
yeah,
And then Jason walks them through the exact process of what they do, and they're like, oh, we could never do that. And he's like, exactly. So it's like he doesn't want to sell because obviously this is his family legacy.
yeah. I mean,
And he's going to continue it, but no one could afford to do this because of what he has there, which is special.
The hard thing about it is there is no way to grow that model.
No, and that's one of the things that's hard for them because they can put out so many spirits, which actually he's already been thinking about kind of expanding it to put more barrels every day, which will be an insane amount of whiskey coming through that process.
Yeah.
But again, the process they do, you can only do so much. You could never get I'm not going to say never because he's pretty brilliant in what he's doing. But it's going to be hard for him to get to the level of putting out so much juice that everybody wants to source for him. He'll never do that, first of all.
No,
Because it's all about what he does in the process and putting out the best possible whiskey you can put out in every barrel he does.
Yeah.
And one of the cool things is he stores all of his barrels
In, like,
in the
a basement. Yeah.
underground, which basically has about a 10-degree change in temperature throughout the entire year.
Yeah.
So he slow ages them. The barrel still gives you the flavor and everything in the same process, but the aging process takes a little longer. So he's going 4, 5, 6 years on this stuff. And it's just it's so smooth,
Absolutely.
and beautiful, and
Yeah.
I can't wait to this barrel pick. This is one I'm really excited about.
Yeah, that will be a
Not that I
stellar
wasn't
pick.
excited about the other two.
Oh
but.
yeah. But yeah,
So how are you doing on that?
I am definitely into the final third.
Me
and
too.
actually, probably about ready to put it out.
Me
so.
too.
Still that breadiness there. Spices died down for me.
Yeah. I'm still
It's
getting
still
a little
present,
bit of retrohale.
but it's not as heavy as it was in the second third. And the cherry is definitely there from the cocktail still. Of course, I ate the
especially when you eat the cherry.
Yeah, I ate it. The Luxardo cherries are spectacular.
That's one thing I will tell people. If you're not using Luxardo cherries in your cocktails, you're doing a disservice to your cocktail.
Yeah, get out.
It is the game changer for your cocktails.
It really is.
I mean, I know we've had people come in here that have been bartenders for 30 years that said, best old fashioned you ever had. What are you doing different? I'm like, we just use really good ingredients.
That's it.
And we have the same process every time, and everyone makes them the same.
Yeah.
And they just taste delicious. And we'll do an old fashioned with anything you want, but we use a Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond product that is perfect
Yeah.
for cocktails.
It also makes our bourbon old fashioned $9,
Yeah, exactly.
which is hard to beat. You know, but yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much done too.
Get anything else on the cigar? Wrapping it up.
No, I think it's, like I said, it's still that breadiness, the little bit of spice in the retrohale.
Yeah.
The citrusy part of the cigar is gone, but you still get it from the cocktail.
Yeah.
But it's the cherries kind of popping the most right now.
Absolutely.
Popping cherries, baby. But
That's rough.
all right. All right, guys. Well, thanks a lot for listening again, and we will see you next week. I'm Rob here at Final Third Cigar. You can follow me on Instagram at Final Third Cigar or the website, finalthirdcigar.com.
And you can find me on Instagram at the Whiskey Pastor.
Yeah, come out and see us sometime. Like Isaiah said, he'll be here Friday night and Saturday. I'm here every day, so come by and see us and have a drink and a smoke with us.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. See you guys later.
Cheers.
Cheers.